Hello everyone, if you can hear me. We are back live streaming Dwarf Fortress, and I got in the mood to build a giant glass statue. It's going to be the glass Colossus, if I can, even play this correctly. We're going to see. It's been a little while. It's good to be back, though. It's always good to be back. And let me see, I'm going to pull up, again, let me get my comments up so I can actually see what's going on. And there's going to be some echo there, but that's now solved. Alright, we're in. See how it goes. So I do remember I left myself a little note that these, some of these dwarves are getting trapped down here. So let's try to fix that first. Trapped dwarves are always a priority. If you don't mind, I may sit in a little more silence than usual and just listen, enjoy the music. I've got the music on special, I'm in that mood. Hey, Saltwater, wow, you're here right on time. Thanks for joining. By the way, Saltwater, my next video, I'm doing this live stream to keep the Dwarf Fortress content up to date. But I hope you don't mind. I think my next video is either going to be another retro gaming thing. My next scripted video. Either retro gaming or Stellar Blade. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with it. More than I expected, so just brace yourself. But I'm always on for Dwarf Fortress 2. Let's see, are people still trapped? No, it looks like everybody's good now. Cool, good. So we're going to colonize this cave, and we are going to prioritize big glass Colossus. It wasn't really a dream, it was more of a daydream, but I just thought to myself, like, what would be fun to do in Dwarf Fortress? And I decided big statue. And glass is especially hard. It's not that hard, but like, it is a little harder than, say, a stone statue. So I want to make it fancy. And I already committed to that. Is there even any sand on this? I bet there is. I bet I can find sand. And if not, it'll be a really big challenge because I'm going to have to trade for all the sand that I need. So hopefully not that. Let's see, we got loam. Uh-oh, this might be a clay map, not a sand map. That's alright. We're going to make it happen. That's the joy of Dwarf Fortress, is to do the impossible in a really insane way, and an especially dwarfy way. Alright, the traders are leaving. We just traded with them. We bought them out with gems, no problem. Because we're using DF Hack, we're using Fast Dwarf. Which, wait, I forget the... Oh, I don't have, Okay, this is going to be a special one, because I forgot I was setting up the live stream, and Dwarf Fortress updated, but DF Hack did not update, so I don't have Fast Dwarf on. This is going to be a totally legit live stream, which is okay. I can do it. I'm not scared. But I was planning on using DF Hack, so if we get... I think enemies are set to hard as well, so if we get attacked, things could really go bad. Yeah, enemies are on hard, so if we get attacked, things could really go bad, but that's the stated goal. That's the fun of losing is fun, Dwarf Fortress, is we're going to set an incredible goal and probably fail spectacularly, but we're never going to give up. So, and that is going to be a little more relaxed too. We can just enjoy the music because we got to let dwarves work. They're going to take time to get things done. Do I even have a military set up? Now I'm worried. Okay, I do. That's good at least. Whether or not they're skilled is a different story. And we should find sand, since I already promised a glass Colossus without even looking if I had sand. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, it's all clay. It's all clay. Why did I do this? It's going to be fun. Hey, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I haven't done this spiel in a while, but we are really close to getting monetized. And we just created a legendary Lignite hatch cover. And that's Destiny. That doesn't happen that often, so it's meant to be. Leave us a like and a subscribe. It would be great if I could get paid for these. A little bit and we're still not quite monetized, so I appreciate it. Moving on. Lignite. This is a good song too. Let's look at our legendary items. So we have one hatch cover. It's such a weird legendary item, but we can build a nice hatch, and then a ring it looks to be, which is very cool. Legendary ring. It's a good song. I'll shut up. Boy, digging does take a lot longer when you're not cheating. I have to stop the stream because I'd have to use Steam to update DF hack. It would only take a second. Maybe I could. But I'm probably gonna dox myself if I make a wrong move. So we'll play legit and just watch him move slow. We appreciate. You know, I make this look easy, but it's because I cheat so much. This is how it's really meant to be played. Not a race, it's a marathon. Still holding out hope for glass. For sand, so I can get good on my promise about the glass Colossus. New cave, that's good. Saltwater says, OP, you dig so much. Do I dig more than usual? That might also be a symptom of a fast dwarf, where I... Oh yeah, I see what you mean. It's so broad. But that's because I also need storage space, so I don't know. That's how I do. I dig big shapes and then I usually cheat to make it go faster. But you're right, I can be more precise and economical in this case. I should play with music on more often, that's crazy. I usually, when I'm alone, I'm usually like also watching a TV show or listening to a podcast or something, so I usually mute the game I'm playing, but with games like Dwarf Fortress, and honestly I'll say Stellar Blade too, a lot of games, the soundtrack is such a big part that you hurt yourself by not enjoying it. Is this guy still trapped? Yeah, wait, this guy's still trapped. Oh man, and I don't have DF hack. Okay, wait, emergency. Because I gotta save these guys who are lost down there, and I can't full heal them with DF hack, and I can't do fast dwarf to make it fast. So now I've been letting them. I guess these guys, see these guys who everyone's super happy, but then these 6 guys are starting to get stressed out because they're dying. I think that must be my fault. Oh man, and this cave is so deep. It's like it's very vertical, so it's hard to dig straight down into in an emergency. But let's try. Let's try. See, because then when you go down and the stairs are not there anymore, you can't do a staircase like immediately all the way down. And then the dwarves also don't know the path if no one has explored it yet. So let's. And this cave is so deep. It said I found another cave, and I think maybe it was like 2 caves on top of each other at this level. This one is pretty treacherous. Alright, we're gonna figure it out. And maybe lose, because losing is fun. Let's see. Let's assign more digging people. Still a lot, but we can do more. Iron pick. More iron picks. Alright, rescue mission continues. Again, I don't usually play legit like this, but it is a fun challenge. I've gone through phases. I've gone through, you know, like when I played Minecraft and all the other things, there's certain games where cheating takes the fun out of it, but Dwarf Fortress is so punishing that cheating to see what the engine is capable of, I feel like is really fun. But times like this, where it's like a dwarf is starving and, you know, it's a big deal if they starve and you really have to actually do the rescue mission, can be exciting as well. I'm enjoying it in this case. Let's see if we can get these guys out faster. It's crazy. Look, this is a cliff, so there's no ramp there. Dense cave moss, and then like 3 levels down more, so these are just straight subterranean cliffs. Which is why dwarves are injured and stuck at the bottom. I'm trying to find ways to make it a faster path, because as soon as a dwarf has a path to go up and get some food and get some drink, it'll take it. So just, it's almost like a pressure system where we're trying to let the pressure off before a dwarf starves, or, you know, dies of thirst or goes crazy or something. We're just trying to get them a path back up to the surface as soon as possible. Evie says, I personally appreciate the lack of DF hack. It makes the game more interesting. Yeah, no, I gotta agree. I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling like a renaissance or a rebirth where, like, I'm not playing DF hack and I'm enjoying the soundtrack after not doing that for a while. And it's beautiful. I'm back in the mood. We already have stairs all the way down, so we don't need these. Let's try to reprioritize. Wow, this glass colossus is going really well. There's still no sign of sand, and people are starving, and we're barely going to save them. I'm looking to see, is my manager like trapped down there because he hasn't approved a work order in a long time. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Who discovered a downward passage? Oh, I should have clicked through to see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, no, this is a weird cave. It's very deep and cliff and full of cliffs. It's a whole chasm. Saltwater Aquifer says, did you check the embark screen for sand first? Saltwater Aquifer, I randomly made this map and then randomly later had an idea to make a glass colossus and did not ever think to actually cross-check those before I announced it and made a stream. I'm quite impulsive in that way sometimes. I like the added challenge because now a glass colossus is going to be pretty dang impossible. But I'm not going to give up hope yet, because I think I could figure it out. Either by trading, or I guess I could do a gem colossus. That could be my punishment, right? Like, just because I didn't check if there was sand here. It could be a gem colossus instead, even upgrade it, because I wasn't prepared. Alright, we got a snatcher attack. Let's deal with this. I'm going to save up real quick. I'm going to say snatcher. Also, you're dumb. To remind myself about the sand thing, and how I promise things that are impossible. And then just improvise past it. So let's see. Snatchers. That's a good first training. Snatchers and thieves usually mean that we're going to get a raid eventually, but let's let these guys practice at least on these thieves. And again, no DF hacks, so we're going to see how it goes. Yeah, I'm going to try to show you this combat so we can evaluate it together. Let's follow this recruit who is on their way to kill goblins. Oops, wait. Let's zoom in. Lagging a little bit, sorry about that. Oh wait, I lost him. Okay, one more time, sorry. No reach. Where did the goblins go? I need cage traps. This is crazy. I guess they're just gone? Did we lose kids? The population is still 30. This is weird. Either they lost track of them, or the Snatchers came and then left very suddenly, or they took a kid and I didn't realize at all. We're getting raided. Alright, we gotta focus up here. This is no good. Let's see. Alright. Kill these goblins. I gotta work on my training. And in fact, we have 30 now. We should do more soldiers with hard enemies on. Yeah, so they're just... You can see them both here. They're fleeing. And my guys are getting some practice, which is good. Oh, but they're getting hurt. You know what? I don't even... Again, I expected Dwarf DF hack, so I don't even have a hospital set up, I don't think. It's real bad. Let's see about a quick hospital. Guys, I might not be ready for this live stream. I'm trying to remember. You know, I just watched that, I just watched some coverage of that, the world's worst Halo speedrun. It's really cringy, it's really bad, I recommend it. If you all like to watch speedrun stuff. By the way, I do a little bit of segmented, you know, just for practice speedruns. If you guys want speedrun content, I'll try to make that happen. But I was watching that one where the guy does Halo for charity and it takes 4 hours and he doesn't know anything what he's doing. That's kind of what this much lower stakes, but that's what this live stream reminds me of, where I'm not ready and I don't remember what to do, but I am performing live already. Alright, so we got the hospital. BB says not every fort has to go as planned. That's very true, and I think that's where we're going with this. Part of the fun can be populating a world with a bunch of failed embarks, making adventure mode more fun too because it gives you more interesting landmarks. Absolutely. So yeah, no, I'm very open to this live stream's name being very ironic because we never start on the Glass Colossus, and in fact the whole fortress collapses. Because we are still under siege, and people are hurt. And let's try to get this hospital set up. Oh, but that was the end of my thought there, was, yeah, like, I don't have the hotkeys, I don't know the tricks, I don't have my cheats ready, so, me performing this is gonna be more comedy than anything. Let's get a quick hospital set up. Do I have any, what are they called? Any... Yes, thank you. That's, doctors and nurses in the hospital will bring things to the chest and then actually use it, which can improve treatment. We should also make soap. I bet we don't have a soap maker yet. Let's work on that too. Soap maker. It looks like we did have blocks or whatever we need for that, so that's good. I think soap is like a lot of processes. It helps with the hospital, which again is good if we're not cheating, but not sure we can get it set up quick enough. I'm not sure we have what we need. Well, we can troubleshoot it at least. Soap. Okay, you know what? Ooh, maybe I can do another new video eventually, because I don't know how this works. So there's soap from oil and soap from tallow. Is that always how it was? I'm gonna take a screenshot for my own notes, because I'm not sure if that was two different options before, or maybe I just never took soap making seriously. They'll get stuck, but then I'll get the error messages, which will tell me what to make next. Another thing I want to talk about while I'm on here, I really think you guys, my big Dwarf Fortress fans, I do want to just let you know, I do think YouTube is now suppressing Dwarf Fortress content a little bit. I don't think they're showing it to as many people, so, you know, please don't take it personally if, I start making more and more content about just other games. Like, I'll still live stream Dwarf Fortress, I love this game, but, it's not the way to grow a channel anymore. So, with limited time... Oh, wait. Let me deal with this alert, because it seems like things are dying. So, anyway, that's all. I'll keep live streaming Dwarf Fortress, but I just want to let you guys know if I'm playing more and more games, different games, it has nothing to do with Dwarf Fortress, it's just that I think YouTube is done with it, at least for now. Oh, no! My guys in the deep caves are dying of thirst. Oh, this is bad. But this is the kind of fun we like in Dwarf Fortress, so let's deal with it. Okay, we can use a Monster Slayer, that works. Working on the Thieves and Kobold raids, because I'm easily distracted, but we do need to really save these guys who are stuck places. Well, I guess they can't find these kobolds, so that's like a waste of, it's a lot of waste of effort. We gotta train up soldiers, we got a lot to do. First one is, people are apparently dying of dehydrations in the caves. Why is that? Where is my... To be fair, I did dig straight down, so we are not really ready for, like, all 3 caves. This guy's stuck. No, he's healthy. What the heck? Are we good now? I really can't tell. Whatever. Thanks, Solar. We're talking about future of the channel. Also, I don't understand your comment. Tallow and rock nur oil. And I know that's about soap, but I'm not sure exactly what you mean. But yeah, no, it's tough. And, you know, it's good to do different games. I want to do more retro gaming. I'm getting a little into emulation. And it's really fun, I gotta say. And I gotta listen to my heart. Again, as I mentioned, this gig, YouTube has made hundreds of thousands of watch hours off me. And, you know, hundreds of thousands of views, probably. Around there, those are estimates. But, I've not seen Dime 1, so this is a labor of love. I gotta do the games that I like. So, you know, hope you stick with me for all that, and, oil. Okay, thanks, Saltwater. Still losing dwarves. But that's the same one, I think, because I'm still at population 29. So just one guy got dehydrated. He might have fallen somewhere weird. It seems like we're good otherwise. Seems like people are good. Let's check. Nobody's injured, I don't think. I should make a hotkey that goes to the hospital, so I don't have to keep doing this. No, nobody's injured. We're good. We could be. Alright, so we're stabilized again. No raids currently. And, yeah. So I was still trying to think of ways to find sand. The caves can have sand if the upper layer doesn't, right? I guess it just depends on the geology, which is another thing I did a video on. But honestly, I don't think I understand all the finer subtleties of it. I think that because I still haven't figured out how to do advanced world generations that actually generate. It seems like if you tweak stuff as much as I want to tweak it, it won't go through like most of the time. So I still haven't figured out how to tweak things to my liking in advanced world gen. All right, I gotta make a commitment to this glass Colossus. For the sake of this, I'm gonna say that gems can be replaced as a costly replacement for glass. So let's start building the feet. I think I cleared out. Where did I clear out? I think it goes right here. Let's start building. Okay, great. Right here. That's the start. I at least got you guys one. It's not really glass, but it is a gem window. The glass Colossus begins right there. And that should probably definitely be a hotkey, since I'm going to have to come back to it all the time. He says, have you tried UFO 50? Retro vibe, but newer games, so maybe good for algorithm. Cool, thank you. That's what I need. Thank you. I need new leads on stuff. I'm trying to hit the algorithm waves, because that's the only way to grow the channel, honestly, and keep people coming back. You have to mix it up. So yeah, I'll check that out. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's really just, so the reason this channel, BB also mentioned they don't know about the algorithm. I'll share a little inside baseball from what I've learned from a few years of YouTube stuff, and feel free to ask questions as well. I don't hide the strategies, but so when things are popular, YouTube will share your stuff with everybody. So Dwarf Fortress was really good when major updates were coming out. When it dropped on Steam, that's how my channel got its start. And then since then, when there's major updates, the community kind of comes back to YouTube to see what's new. Now, once again, Dwarf Fortress has settled into a comfortable, development period where they're not really doing that much at all. So there's not that much to talk about, and people are not specifically saying oh, I want to see what's new with Dwarf Fortress. The exception being Saltwater Aquifer, who is always down for new Dwarf Fortress content, and I respect that and I appreciate that a lot. And I'm sure a lot of my fans are that way. But yeah, you got to mix it up. You have to be pop culture-y a little bit. Or you can just have a small channel, which is also very good. Again, I have so much, I have chalk. I can make steel. Steel wouldn't do for a glass Colossus. But again, I'm thinking of ways to punish myself and make a Colossus as expensive as possible until I can get glass, because I'm a masochist. Let's keep gem cutting going again. Let's prioritize gems. We can at least do that until the traders come back, or until we find a cave with sand. Is there a way to tell? Because this says it's dense cave moss, and I guess that only grows in maybe soil or clay, but grass will grow over sand, and then when dwarves walk over it, it becomes... Oh, I'm asking a foolish question, because I can actually use my cursor to tell me if there's sand. Sand. Let's search the entire map, and the game itself will tell me if there's sand. 0 on the top level. Going straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. Sand 0, sand 0, sand 0, sand 0. Oh, there's no sand on this map. That was a very foolish livestream name. What a good song. And we're getting gems, so that works. In fact, I'm going to prioritize the whole on gems in my rage. To not build a glass Colossus, we will build a gem Colossus. And maybe I'll edit that title. BB says, shame Adventure Mode isn't giving you a second win in the algo. I thought I heard somewhere that sales peaked for the first time in a year. Adventure Mode is cool, but it's still... That's true. Maybe I should check out more Adventure Mode. I haven't checked what's new with it. And last I did videos, it was still pretty unfinished. So maybe there's been some progress, and there's some cool stuff to check out. I'll check that out too. And Saltwater Aquifer says, build a floor of it, then deconstruct. It'll tell you what's there. Very good idea. Thank you, Bert. And maybe start a roll with user input at WorldGen 2. Yeah, so I was talking about that saltwater. Can you give me some advice on even what inputs can I really mess with, and how much is too much? Because I found more dwarves who were starving and trapped. Because I really struggle with WorldGen. I can't. Every time I try to make a cool world, I add a lot of monsters, or I try to make it all sand, or I try to make it very vertical, have cliffs. Whenever I do it, it doesn't actually go through, the internal Dwarf Fortress engine rejects it every time. So I really tried to look into that and couldn't make much progress. Where are these guys who are stuck? Here. What is your problem? He's on a staircase. Let's see. Still gonna try to save him. Oh, he's dehydrated, but he's still gonna go for it. Alright, then we're not gonna give up on him. Oh, that's why, dude. It's because I dug straight down somehow. And there's a whole flooded cave. Jesus Christ. There's a whole flooded cave that you have to, pinprick through, and apparently I did it by accident the first time. Saltwater says you have to experiment with it. Bay 12 has pre-built worlds that are really crazy. I'll check that out. Maybe I can play a pre-built one. BB says playing with Mega Beasts and subnumbers can help force World Gen to progress into different ages, which are dependent on mythical being counts. Thank you. That's a very good lead. I gotta take this all more seriously and get back into it if I'm gonna do that. But I will. I'll do my best. You guys, I hope you trust. I'm pretty unreliable, but I always do my best. I say that as my dwarves continue to die of dehydration. It's a cleansing breath. We gotta figure this out. I know corners can be good. Like if you make a staircase like right in the corner, a lot of times it'll get past a lot of the craziness of the caves. But I really, again, so this all made sense, and like dwarves wouldn't have been hurt if I had DF hack. So this is me coming to grips with not having DF hack and making this fortress kind of vaguely compliant with the actual rules of the game, which is probably a good wake-up call for me. So let's see. Oh man, there's so many in there. Whoa, this is bad. How about Team Fortress? Anybody play Team Fortress? That's one that was really formative for me. Whoa, this is bad. It really is. And again, I'm just scrolling up and down to try to find staircases where I can stab straight down and save these guys by bringing them to the surface. Maybe if I build bridges too. This guy's dying of thirst, which means they're already trapped down here. Maybe says, I always find mineral scarcity has to be cranked up to prevent dwarves from being OP and dominating the world. In my opinion, the worlds are more interesting when the other races can thrive. That's interesting. I've tried to mess with like elves and stuff and humans and stuff in adventure mode, but again, my guys are still dying of dehydration. Alright. We're gonna figure this out. We're never gonna give up. I ain't never scared. Yeah, I've tried to mess with other... Well, if you're a long time on the channel, you remember the Grackle Man. I've tried to mess with the other races of Dwarf Fortress, and it is fascinating, but, you know, what you say about, like, dwarves tend to be OP, it's this kind of a world built for them, and I like to embrace that as well, but I like to cheat as well. But I saw a fan theory from, like, a Tolkien forum or something that was saying that like dwarves are like the most human of, or maybe it was D&D, that dwarves are like the most human of the humanoids if you think about it the right way. So I say let them flourish, and I say that again while everyone dies of dehydration and my hospitals are struggling. All right, we can get buckets at least. Let's focus on what we can fix. Still trying to open DF hack by accident. How do I? Okay. Oh, I think I have to reassign my manager because there is no manager. This is bad, guys. Thank you for joining me. It really does remind me of that. I recommend it. Like, type, like, if you search, like, the worst Halo speedrun of all time. It was just a guy who, I guess, it sounds like he cheated on his, he did, so here's something I do when I speedrun, but I don't post it to any boards or anything. When you practice a speedrun, you can do something called a segmented speedrun, which is where you do your best attempt, like, between save points. And before I forget, let me reassign this manager to somebody I can see on the surface or something. So, like, this guy, Rith, he can be a manager. But, so that's like how you train on a speedrun. But so this guy did it, but then presented it as like a real Halo, like one-take speedrun. Like he presented it like he was really, really good at Halo. And he got an awesome games done quick or whatever spot, and he just struggled through the game for like 4 hours. Like very much with the pace I'm doing now, again, because I don't take any of these seriously, where he's just like, oh, I don't remember what this does. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. And it was just so bad. Apparently they made a new rule after that where like if the speedrun is like taking 4 times as long as it should, they'll call it quits. BB says, regardless of settings, I think getting to know the world can be really helpful to find the stories. I think draw a lot of people into the game. That's a great insight. Saltwater says, I suggest you read the Advanced World Generation Wiki, which I have, and it annoys me. But thank you. And yeah, it'll tell you what you need to know for a particular thing. Yeah, I just don't have the sheer force of will you do, Saltwater. At least not for Dwarf Fortress. I can't meet it 98% of the way. And again, just not worth it for the algorithm. I hate to say that, but the main point of this YouTube channel is for me to practice making videos, practice live streaming, and I'm happy to do that with whatever content people want. But Dwarf Fortress is not the ideal instrument for that by any means. At all times. It can be sometimes. He's sleeping. I don't think I have bedrooms either. I'm starting to get stressed with this fortress. No food available. They're in surprisingly good moods for how poorly I'm treating them. Let's keep trying to work on it. I haven't looked at stockpiles in a while either. I'm really addicted to playing this with DF Hack, I guess. We can still do this. Here, alright, here's what we're gonna do. Ready? We're going to do 2 birds, 1 stone. Collecting plants on the surface, priority 1, I think I put. And then everyone does it. So anyone who is not on the surface now, or soon, collecting plants is trapped, and we have to help them. Like this guy. How did you get How did you get there? It's fine, we're gonna figure this out. We got 1 single pixel of the glass Colossus, and it's technically a gem Colossus. Oh, okay. The next time I have DF Hack, I'm gonna drain this, because that's what is hurting, is that there's an entire ocean level. I had to set this as a zone, because this is the only bottleneck. This is the only way down past it. At elevation 5, so everyone is trapped because they can't get to this bottleneck. So let's see. It's F8. This is the command center. Rotary test ocean. Oh, very cool. BB says, I can be pretty lazy to read legends, but I started using a generative AI tool called Notebook LM. It lets me upload logs from legends, and I use it to query different locations and the characters I come across. Really cool. So that's an AI tool that makes adventure mode a little more targeted and interesting. That's very cool. He says, honestly, it has made me get way more attached to the worlds I make. Yeah, that does sound, he says, and more fun and interesting. That does sound like exactly what I need. I wish the devs could. Uh-oh, what the hell is going on? I just discovered a treasure of the gods. That means I'm about to get attacked by demons, right? Okay, well this map just got interesting again, I guess. I did not expect Treasure of the Gods. I must be closer to the circus than I realized. Again, I'm gonna do heavy weapons guy, quote, oh, this is bad. Oh, I just clicked out of it instead of clicking it. But I bet I can find it at the darkest, at the deepest layers here. Let's smooth some stone, get some doors down there. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Oh yeah, they're all still gathering, right? Let's turn that off actually so that they can go back to digging and trying to help their friends. Why is this guy hurt? Says he's fine. Oh, they're doing combat drills. That's good. That's fine. He says, I'm a PhD student and use it for research at first, but found Dwarf Fortress to be a better use. That's amazing. That's incredible. I appreciate the tip on the tool, because I, you know, in this day and age, I'm always looking for new AI tools to stay on the cutting edge, so, I'm still discovering caves. This is crazy. This is a crazy map. I'm always looking for new tools, so that's a great tip. I'm gonna check that out. Saltwater says Treasure of the Gods is a new mechanic. So how does that work? It's a legendary object, or... Oh yeah, this must be it. It's a large twinkling metal turban. Yeah, that's a Treasure of the Gods. A twinkling metal turban. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. Alright, I'll take it. That's cool. And we can use this as one more way to hopefully get up to the top and make it easy for dwarves to come and go. Again, I've set this to enemies hard, and this is a very peaceful area because none of the caves or the surface have given me any issue at all. But the nature, the geology of the caves is... I really want to get Steam open and DF hack and drain this waterway, drain this big cave. Maybe we can do it the old-fashioned way. It's gonna be really laggy, but and probably some dwarves will get hurt. I don't want to do that. Yeah, hunting vermin for food. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really, with the stream as my witness, I am digging ways up as hard as I can. Alright, if anybody asks, the glass colossus is a metaphor for human... And then it makes sense again. If I lose any more, I'm gonna have to call it for now. But it's been a good stream. I'm glad to check in. Glad to get things off my chest in terms of the channel moving forward. I wanted to play Mouthwashing, but it ended up getting so spoiled for me. Everybody played it and everybody covered it, so I know all the plot beats and everything. It does seem really cool, though. Maybe I'll play it just for myself. Manager's still not working. Did I ever actually do that? I changed it to Rith. Oh, he doesn't have an office! This is so rookie. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, I apologize for this live stream. We're gonna be okay. Some task orders actually fulfilled. Yeesh. Alright, I am going to go ahead and call it. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, good to check in on Dwarf Fortress, and I'll catch everybody soon in a new video. I hope you like it.